So is this working? Whoa, we got some feedback.
We got feedback.
We're testing the feedback. Make sure the feedback is backing up into the back, working on the back with the feedback.
Everybody's got to eat feed.
Feed. You're going to feed that back.
Everybody's got to
feed your back.
Feed the back.
A lot of people don't feed their back. We're feeding our back. Got a lot of feedback.
Feed that back.
See if we can adjust that out of there.
Get in there. Feed that back.
Feed that back. Get down there. Check that back.
Gotta feed it.
Gotta feed that. There we go. All right. It looks like it's working.
It's time for the Vaping Nation, starring Justin and Dustin. Sometimes including Oldston and Funston. And of course, there's always Justine and Dustine. And maybe a few other people showing up occasionally. Who knows? Because it's time for the Vaping Nation, which is a nation of vapors. Disclaimer. Huh. That's something.
That's something right there.
Are we on the air, sir?
I believe
sir,
we're on.
Are we on the air?
On.
Are we on? Is there
Switches.
something on?
Anybody out there?
Is someone on here?
Anybody out there?
Are we on?
I don't know.
It's New Year's Day and
one
no
working?
one's watching.
This thing working? Hello?
Get
Hello?
drunk.
Is it working? Hello?
I should be out getting drunk. That's what I should be.
Oh, here you
Out
go.
getting
Well, you
drunk
should.
and hot. That's where I should be at
That's where you
right
should
now.
be. Yeah. That's where you should be.
That's where I should be.
Somebody needs to be there.
Well, I do. I need to be there.
Go ahead and be there.
That's where I should be right now.
This is going to spin around. We're going to spin this around.
Spin her around, folks.
Spin her around.
Round and round. Nobody knows where she's gonna go.
So we
I
got,
should probably get my mic over here.
we got
problems.
We got,
We got big problems.
really big shoe here for you
Big
today.
problems here. We got some
Really big shoe.
big problems. We got a really small shoe here for us. Really small shoe.
We got,
Sweet tea.
we got sweet tea. We got my red cup.
We do have sweet tea. Don't worry, folks. We got it. It's a buttery ball of biscuit mess is what it is.
Why is there so much noise coming out of this other computer here?
I don't know.
Whoa.
Maybe it's passing gas. Maybe it's
A lot of volume
having a
in
bad day.
our little monitor.
Maybe the new year isn't treating it right. I don't know.
What do all these buttons do? I
Drank
had
too much last night. I
something
don't
down here for all these buttons. What do all these buttons do? What do all these buttons do?
You're pushing my buttons.
We've
Stop-
got
stop pushing
intro,
buttons.
outro, got sticky wickets. We've got
What do you got? A cheat sheet?
optimal top. Oh yeah, I got a cheat sheet. There. It's my cheater sheet. Let's see. We got a desktop presenter there somewhere, don't we? Probably should reset that. See if it's going to work.
We got cheat sheet. Got a
There it
cheat
is,
sheet
right there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can pull that up. Should we see if we can pull that up?
Sure.
What happens when we do that? Look at there.
Look at that.
That's working.
That's amazing.
Testing everything, making
incredible.
sure everything's working. We've got another
exciting.
camera over there. Test that one out. Oh yeah, that one's working.
That one's working.
Yeah, we got
Look at
buttons.
that.
We can actually push buttons for those.
Oh.
I can push this button here, bring up that thing right there. See, push that button right there. Do that, and I can push this button right here. It brings up the camera,
Yeah.
and then I can push this button right here, and that brings up black darkness. It's
The
like
black
the
hole.
abyss,
The black hole.
the abyss of everything. Well, we got this button right here I can push, and then we can bring that up there.
This is exciting.
And we got this other button right here I can push and bring up this little cow. There's a cow there.
You never know what's going to pop up behind me.
Never know.
You never know.
You never know.
It could be a ferret. Who knows? Could be
So
a
this
mongoose.
is supposed to be.
Could be
It's
anything.
supposed to be that. How does that work? Huh. There's supposed to be a way that we can
I'm vaping.
T-bar. See T-bar. Sticker.
I'm still vaping.
Get this button over here. Let's get that ticker up there running across there. And we
These
got
cows.
this
make
button
me
here
nervous.
for Fred, Tim, Billy, Jim, Bob, Billy, Bob, Joe, Bob.
He's still trying to learn
We
the
got,
buttons that we have here.
I'm Dustin.
The
He's Justin.
buttons that run.
I'm Justin.
This whole
He's Dustin.
Shing of
Dustin.
brutal time.
Justin.
Tipple. Kipple. Nipple. What?
What's that?
Nipples.
There's all kinds of buttons here. We can just put all kinds of stuff up. And don't want that. Here we go.
Is it dark out?
It's dark out there. It's a dark day. It's a dark day here
What time is it?
in the let's see there we go. Let's put that thing up there. Well, here we are. It's the Vaping Nation. And
You know what this is?
yeah, as far as we know, we have 7 people in the room.
Well, it's New Year's Day.
New Year's Day.
Everybody's out there watching.
Everybody's hungover. Everybody's sitting there at their computer on. They're looking at their computer like, what are those guys on that computer
What
doing?
are these idiots doing on there? It's New Year's Day. What are these morons doing?
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Uh,
Not really.
yeah, we have a big show planned for you today.
We do?
What's on the big show there, Dustin?
Nothing. Well, we do, see, we got a little news.
Little
Go
news,
over a
little
bit of
snooze.
We got,
Little schnoz.
we are going to give some juice away. If there's, for every 10 people in the room, we're going to give a bottle of juice away. And we're at 8 now, so all we need is 2 more people to give a bottle of juice away. So if you know anybody that's not watching, tell them to tune in, and you might get a bottle of juice. You never know. From
You never know.
E-Vapor Hut. That's from
eVaporHut.
eVaporHut.com.
Yep.
You can go there. They have a sale going on right now as well, so you can go there and check that out. And why don't you type that in there to the little thing there so people can see it. eVaporHut.com.
Well, they can type it in themselves. They can just type in eVaporHut.com.
Well, go ahead then. Do it, folks. You're there. You might as well. And I've been using this on Tuesday's show. I had gotten this Monday. It's the Tribus Alpha from Royal Tech, and I did kind of a first impressions on it Tuesday. And there's a video on that on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/TheVapingNation. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about this. I'm going to show the display, display on the camera over here at some point. And right now I have the Royal Hunter Dripper on it. And I have some nickel wire on it. It's a temperature control device. It runs nickel or titanium.
I have a nickel.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Can I have it?
Hayden, a cloud. A cloud. Head in the cloud.
Happy New Bear.
Head in the cloud.
Happy New Bear.
He must have his head in the cloud. Has a Happy New Beer.
Hi all. Well, hello you. Hello.
Hi all,
hello,
and Rocket.
sir. Hello.
Zippy guy. Who's
And,
rocket right
yeah,
by.
I got NI200 wire on here.
He's really
right
gonna
now.
rocket. Rocket.
The ohms on this
Rocket!
right now are 0.8 ohms on this.
Oh, 0.87544 on the ohms. I'm just gonna do half a show today.
Huh?
I'm just gonna show up halfway today.
You're a half?
Yeah, I'm gonna be half on the show, half off the show today.
Well, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only half of me is coming in because only half of me is getting paid. I'm getting my pay is cut today.
Somebody's paying you?
So yeah, I got half the pay I normally get. So I'm only going to show up. Only half of me is going to show up on the show.
Who's getting mine? Who's getting my pick? Because I ain't getting it. Where's mine going?
Yours is going to charity, to your favorite charity.
Okay.
My other half. That's
Oh,
my other half's over here.
That's
Over half over there.
funny.
Can't see it. Yeah. Next to a cloud, we got head in a cloud and next to a cloud.
Next to a cloud. My head's in a cloud.
They're both in the room. I wonder if they're related.
There's clouds everywhere. In my underwear.
Yeah, and we're down to 6 now. We've gone from a whopping 8.
Down to 6.
We've taken this show.
People are passing out.
We've taken the show. We've launched the show. We're getting going. We had 8 people. Now we're down to 6.
People
It's
are
kind of like
passing out.
it's kind of like an airplane that's trying to climb and it's stalling out.
Well, you can't have too much, you know. You can't. It's got to be taken in moderation, as they say.
Yes. Yeah, you get too much of this show and you might. I
Have
don't
an
know.
accident.
Something could
Your
happen.
pants might fill up.
Yeah. My pants are full.
Married over 29 years.
Oh, to who?
Wow. The same person?
How long have you been happily married?
Don't answer that.
Yeah, well, that's good. You know, that's good.
That's good.
I guess. Is it good? I don't know.
Good job. Good.
I don't
Good.
know.
Good.
I know people have been married a long time and it ain't good. But you know, if it's good, it's good. It's good. If it's not,
Sometimes.
it's not. If it is, it is. It is what it is. It's just it is what it is.
Yeah. You leaving? You gone? You done?
I didn't leave. The show left me. I don't know if you noticed. I didn't move. The show actually left me. See how the show's moving away from me there?
Yeah, I see that.
The show is going
wonderful.
away from me.
That's
So
interesting.
So it's
It's exciting.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm using, what am I using? I'm using Momo Adamo from eVaporHut in this thing. And I've got it at 400 degrees Fahrenheit right now. With
How do you know? Have you double checked that?
200
Have you checked it with a
coil.
pyrometer?
Yeah, I checked it. I put it in the oven, and I turned the oven up to 400 degrees, and I couldn't tell the difference.
We got the big thumbs up there from next to a cloud.
Hello. Next to the cloud, yes.
I have something in my eye.
Well, better get it out.
It was a scratch, by the way. It wasn't a pick. It was a scratch.
Yeah. That's the way it goes.
Isn't that the way they say it goes?
I've noticed this is the first time I've used this on temperature. On the temperature mode. And it's got that. When it's getting up there and, you know.
So it's cutting out. It's keeping its temperature under control.
Yes, exactly. That's it. Bingo.
That's what that. That's kind of what, you know, when I clear my throat, I'm trying to get that temperature under control.
Yeah.
And I go. Same thing. That's where they got that whole idea.
I'm double fisting it.
Yeah.
In this one, this is the Tesla with the Alliance dripper, and I have a coil set up in this. It's 20 gauge Canthoff, and 20 gauge Canthoff setup. Yes, that's what it is. It's 0.25 ohms. Yes, at 80 watts. Yeah, that's what it is. That's magic.
I'm bending
It's doing
it's a
magic.
steel rod.
It's incredible.
Steel rod. It's bending.
It's amazing.
Now it's bending. It's amazing how it's bending it.
Do we have any fun videos for the folks today? Anything?
No, we don't have anything.
Any fun stuff?
Not anything lined up for
Nothing
anybody.
fun?
Nothing fun. Well, it's New Year's Day. Nobody's working.
That's true.
All the fun videos aren't working. We're not working either. Yeah. So, yeah.
Why don't you put it on the desktop presenter?
Okay.
Clouds are rolling in.
Like right now?
Ah, whatever. It doesn't have to be right now. Whenever
Right
you
now?
get around to it. Ah,
Here it
it
comes.
doesn't make me any difference.
Here it comes.
It's New Year's Day.
That looks kind of crappy.
That's all the vapor.
It's kind of crappy.
All the vapor in the room is making the picture, the green screen,
We'll get rid of ourselves.
fuzzy. Kind of fuzzy. So that's our YouTube page right there, folks. That's got all our videos, if you would say, on there. You might say that. I don't know. Maybe somebody might. I don't know. And that one on the top there, that's the car video we did last week. Remember that, Justin? That was fun.
I don't remember that.
Holy cow! It's been a bad week.
I don't
hasn't
remember
it?
that.
And that was we did the Tribus. We talked about that a little bit, the Tribus Alpha, which is what I'm using today. That's what I am using today.
Travis Alba.
Alpha from Royal Tech.
Abatuba.
Yes, sirree, Jimbo.
Abalaba.
So if you want to see any of our old videos, you can go on there. It's a good time.
Stibliopoli.
Why you'd want to, but...
Copliampli.
No, while you're on the internet,
Tobly obly.
you're there. You're already on there looking at that.
Gobly dobly.
You can go over here and to eVapor Hut.
Need paply boobly.
And they got a huge 50% off sale going on.
Dubla gumblagly.
It's huge. Huge.
Doblubly.
It's huge.
Or you can go to the United States Postal Service. Another thing you can do.
Yeah, you can do that. Anything, any order over $14.99 is free shipping.
Yeah. Is it just me, or have the pop-up ads become bigger than they used to be?
On Vapors TV?
On everything. YouTube, Vapors TV. It's like, they used to be like these little things down at the bottom, you know.
Yeah.
Now they take up the entire lower third of the page.
Well, I guess. That's not a pop-up ad, though, you know.
No. No, it's not. No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No,
It's not. No.
It's not.
No, it's not.
No.
No.
It's not.
It's not.
There's snot.
It's not.
There's snot everywhere.
No, it's not. It's not.
Oh, we're at 10 people. 11
10 people. 11 people.
11 people.
11 people. Give a bunch of stuff away.
We got to give a bottle of juice
Give
away
a
now.
bottle of juice away. Okay, here we go. Here goes the
we go.
random. Now type in the random. Here we go.
Juice is coming from eVapor
See what
Hut.
happens.
Here we go, folks. Giving some juice away. Why not? Might as well. It's New Year's
Bingo,
Day.
Boppo, Budo,
Give a
and
bottle of juice away.
Head in the Cloud has won the... Winner. Head in the
Chicken
Cloud.
dinner. So I guess, do you want it? I guess, does he want it? Is he going to take it? You don't have to.
You don't have to. You can pay it forward if you'd like.
Or you can keep it for yourself if you want. You can give it to me.
That's right.
Yeah, all you got to do, the winner of this your juice stuff, just email us, thevapingnation@gmail.com, and give us your shipping address, your NIC level, a picture of your ID with your birth date. It doesn't have to have your actual picture, your face on there, just so they can see the birth date.
Well, how are you going to know it's them?
And then once we get that, I'll send you an email back with 15 flavors that you can choose from. Their top 15 flavors that they have over at eVapor Hut, their most popular flavors. And then I'll get that going for you once I find out which flavor you want. So that's how we do that here at the Vaping Nation.
That's the way it works. Here at the
Like
Vaping
then
Nation.
Don't do it.
Well, I mean, what do you want? It's a free thing. It's a freebie.
It's free.
You didn't do nothing to earn it.
That's right.
It's a freebie.
It's free. Can I have it? I'll take it.
We'll just take
It's
it.
free.
We're not going to give it to you. It's free anyway.
My favorite juice
I don't
from
like you're out of
eVapor
anything.
Hut is Blue Sweet Tart. That's my favorite juice. But I've been out of that flavor for about a week now. So that's upsetting. But I've been using Momo Adamo, which is a very good one. I enjoy that one. Jamaican Sunset's a good one, too. I enjoy that one. They're all pretty good. Blue Sweet Tart's my favorite, I think.
So you're saying you like Blue Sweet Tart?
No, I hate it.
No. You like the Blue Sweet Tart?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite. Yeah, it's my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa! So did he take that then, or is he giving it to us?
He's taking it. Oh yeah, he's one of those greedy little guys. He's taking that thing.
Well,
Yep.
I guess you can have it.
Yeah. He said he's never tried it, so he's never
Well,
tried
okay, there you go.
eVapor Hut there, so he's gonna try it.
If you want any more of their juice, you can also use promotion code VapingNation, and you get 20% off your order. So anybody else out there that wants to try their juice, you can do that. Just do it.
Might as well.
Yeah. Might as well not. No, you might as well. You're there. Sweet tea break.
Oh, sweet tea.
Ooh, that's good.
And I'm out.
Oh, that's too bad.
You know what that means?
Show's over.
Refill. Yeah, I was looking at this to see if
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for. I can't remember what I was looking for. Pulled this up to look for something.
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
What were we talking about?
Well, we're talking about eVapor Hut's promo code, Vaping Nation, talking about juice, giving away juice, talking about pop-ups. You were talking about that a little bit ago. Blue Sweet Tart, tea break, talking about somebody giving me their juice. Talking about
We're back down to 10 people in the room again. Another giveaway, right?
the dog.
It's time for another giveaway?
The dog ran away from the cat.
There's no dogs on today's show, by the way. Dogs are home. They're taking the day
That's
off.
what's wrong.
They're
I knew
getting
there's something missing.
They're getting they get New Year's Day off. It's part of their contract. Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't either.
I don't like it one bit.
Yeah. I wonder if I can fix this microphone issue we've got here with this. Boy, look at all that stuff. What's up with all that stuff?
Wow, that's a lot of stuff.
I have
What is that?
the compressor, the noise gate.
Sweet pea break, yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
That's nothing like some sweet pea. Big bowl of sweet pea, folks.
EQ, got the compressor.
Got to keep that ball of
Threshold.
bittery biscuit buttered.
Ratio. So tell us if our sound gets like really weird here if I do this. If it's well, that's a really high ratio there.
Well, you turn it up a little bit so you hear
So
it.
we can hear it. Well, because it'll echo.
Well, we can't trust them.
Can't
You
trust
think
these
we
people.
can trust those people out there?
They can't tell what we're
They're
doing.
half drunk. It's New Year's Day.
That's true.
They might be fully drunk.
That's
Who knows?
true. Yeah, they could be.
They could
what
be
happens
smoking a
here.
glass pipe for all we know.
They could be.
We don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. Tell us if our sound gets like really weird here if I do this.
Weird. Really weird.
So we're listening to ourselves, listening to ourselves, listening to ourselves.
And we're watching ourselves, watching ourselves, watching ourselves.
We can't trust them. Can't trust these people. Trust those people out there? They can't tell. That's a ratio of 11 to 1.
That's incredible.
I'm going to pull that threshold down a little bit. How's that sounding? So let's do a little click here.
Testing. Testing.
So we're listening to ourselves, listening to ourselves, listening to ourselves.
And we're watching ourselves, watching ourselves, watching ourselves.
Seems to be
I don't notice the difference. Can you,
ratio of 11 to 1.
sounds the same.
The
to me.
question is, when it will cut out, like when it will clip and not work at all.
Oh, like
If it gets too loud. So, no, it wasn't. Didn't seem like it was very loud, did it?
we need to be able to get louder than that.
I gotta be able to get louder
We
than
get
that.
we get pretty loud sometimes.
Well, yeah. Sometimes I start screaming. Screamy, scream,
I mean,
screamy, screamy, scream. I don't know.
They're cut out there. See?
So, no, it didn't seem like it was very loud, did it?
See, when your adult diaper is full,
Yeah.
you get pretty loud. You start
What happens if I really crank up
screaming.
that compression there? I start screaming. Screamy, scream, screamy, screamy, scream. Yeah, it's distorting.
Yeah, they're cut out. It just started distorting really soon.
Yeah. Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Sounds clicky, they say.
Sounds clicky.
Clicky.
When I'm doing this, does that sound clicky when I'm doing that?
No, that doesn't sound clicky. That sounds smooth. That sounds smooth. Smooth. It's a smooth.
It's a smooth, click.
Peanut butter sauce.
It's more like a clonk.
It's a smooth and chunky peanut butter sauce. It's smooth but yet chunky. It's chunky but smooth.
When I'm doing this, does that sound clicky when I'm doing that?
No, that doesn't sound clicky. That sounds
Huh. I don't know. Well, I don't,
I'm vaping.
I don't know.
That's what I'm doing.
I'm going to pull this way back.
I'm kind of
Go
enjoying
back to the
this,
old 4 to 1 again.
temperature control on this. It's smooth.
Got the old noise gate going on there.
It's
I don't know.
the noise gate needs to be closed, folks. The cow's going to get out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
What are you trying
What does
to
this
do?
do?
What do you?
I want to be able to scream and yell and have people hear me. I don't want it to, cut out.
Well, you're not screaming, so what's it matter?
Well, because I will. I'm eventually will. You're in the room.
I don't think you're going to.
It's not going to be long before I start
You're
screaming.
gonna scream, no.
Yeah. So I have it on auto gain control. It seems to be pegging out like to the max.
Scream
and yell and have people hear me. I don't want to. So if I start screaming and yelling now, is it going to cut out?
Probably.
Is it going to cut out again? Hello?
Of course, it's in the red.
It's in the red. It must be cutting out.
Probably cutting out.
Probably cutting out. Well, usually the thing goes away if it's cut out. It's cutting out.
Sounds fine to
Sounds fine. The dead pole.
dead
Dead poo.
Dead poo.
Dead poo.
My poo's dead too.
Is it sounding okay now? So if I start screaming and yelling now, is it going to cut out? Is it going to cut out again? Hello?
Of course, it's in the red. That actually sounds better.
I think it's actually working. That auto gain control is actually working.
Actually sounds better.
It's actually working.
than it did before.
It's working.
So can we get away from that now? Are we done with that, or you got to work on?
Oh
that
yeah, you can do whatever you want. I'm just over here, piddling around. I'm the engineer. I'm just doing my thing.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I'm just-
well, you're the show.
I'm just
So,
doing the whole thing over here.
I guess that's it then.
Well, the show's over. If I'm the show's over.
The show's dead.
The show is good, dead, and gone.
Dead and buried, gone dead. The cat's been put to bed.
He says, it sounds fine, but it's repeating itself. He said, it sounds fine, but it's repeating itself. He said, it sounds fine, but it's repeating itself. He said, it sounds fine, but it's repeating itself. It sounds fine, but it's repeating itself. Oh, that's me repeating myself.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
So,
I'm gonna drip a little. I dripped a little more in here.
a little
I
drip
did.
going on.
I did. I dripped it. I did. I dripped that in there. I did.
He's not happy with me. Dead poo is not happy
Well,
with the Justinator.
people usually aren't too happy with you.
Yeah, it's usually the case.
'Cause you're-
You know what?
An idiot.
I don't care. You know what? I'm an idiot, I guess, so I don't care.
He's a cussing liar, folks.
Yep.
That's what he is.
Yep.
He's a cussing liar.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess we got some news. Might as well talk about that, huh?
We got news. This just in.
Not really news.
We fixed our sound system. It's working great.
Yeah. Breaking news.
It's breaking. We're broke. Breaking news. We're broke.
Make sure you get behind your ears.
quite the ear I got there. It's like an Amish ear.
Amish ear.
This is great for cleaning off your phone.
That's a bad disease to get. Amish ear.
You can also clean off your keyboard. This is our Nano Control 2. Clean that thing off.
That's incredible.
Clean it off.
Yeah.
Just like that. It's great for cleaning
It's good
off
for anything,
keyboards.
really.
Oh, you can do all kinds of things with this.
You run out
But
of
don't
toilet
use
paper, you can use that.
use this. But don't use it for paint. Paint. Just use your fingers when you're painting.
Well, it's not meant for painting. It's not what it's meant for.
That's right.
You can't use something
It's not
like
a
that
paint.
for painting.
It's not a paintbrush.
It's crazy.
That's right. So back to the thing. What's the important part of the show is
Nothing.
I'm out of tea.
Nothing.
Yeah, and I need to get some more tea.
There's
So,
nothing that's important about this show.
We're gonna cut to the chase. Well, we were up to number 3 in the show thing there. Now we're number 4.
Yeah. Who cares?
I care. I care deeply. I have a deep care. I have a lot of care.
I have no care
I have no
whatsoever.
hair, but I have a lot of care.
The care has been sucked dry.
So you can see my eyebrows.
The care has been
It's the most hair I have on my head. Right there. Except for the hair in my ears and my nose.
The care has been sucked right out. Huh. Look at that. It's getting all ready to go outside, I guess.
Yep, gotta go outside. Gotta go to the refrigerator. It's cold in there. Yep. So you guys just discuss amongst yourselves. Have a little discussion.
Go ahead. Go ahead and talk.
I'll get some tea.
Go ahead there. Go ahead.
I can
Chatter.
keep my throat nice and wet, you know.
Go ahead and yak amongst yourselves, folks. Go ahead and yak. That's an animal as well, I think. Yak?
Yeah.
I believe it is.
A sloth.
I believe so. Sloth?
Sloth.
Yeah, there's sloths. Yes, those are there. Those are out there. Sloths, yaks, elephants. Those are real. Penguins, unicorns. Those are all good animals to see and pet. Rhinoceros? Sure. Hippo?
And I'm back.
No.
That was a lot of, yeah, what's everyone vaping on? I'm vaping on this sweet tea right here.
Vaping on. Well, if you're asking me, I'm vaping on E-Vapor Huts.
Thing shocked me a little bit.
Momo Adamo and their Jamaican Sunset, because I'm out of my blue suicide. So that's what I'm vaping on. And I'm using the Royal Hunter dripper on this Travis Alpha from Royal Tech. And I'm also using the Alliance dripper on this here Tesla 160 watt with the 510 pin sticks all the time. What are you vaping on there, Justin?
I'm vaping on this green screen. Whee! Look, I'm part of the show. I'm part of the computer screen.
Wow, look at that.
Look at that.
That's incredible, folks. Where'd he go?
I got swallowed up by the
He's gone. He's disappeared. He's gone. He's disappeared and gone at the same time. It's as if he's gone and disappeared. It's like as if he's disappeared and gone. It's though he's missing and disappeared. It's like he's disappeared and gone all at once.
Candy bar.
Oh, great. Now we get to watch him eat. He hasn't done this in a while. We get to watch him stuff his face.
Been at least a half hour. Pretty exciting stuff.
Exciting.
Billy Bob. Billy Joe.
Fred, Tim, Jim
Fred.
Bob, Billy Bob, Jimmy Thornton,
Billy Bob.
Thornton Jim, Sandy
Timmy.
L.
Timmy Wob.
Tommy Jane Pencil Neck.
I'm Justin. I'm Justin. I'm Justin.
I'm Dustin. No. I'm Dustin. Enough. Isn't that exciting?
I'm out of tea. No, I'm not. Yeah, I just ran out of juice.
Yogurt
Need to
vape.
pick up some more later. Thinking about getting some yogurt vape.
Yogurt vape. That's interesting.
Ugh. Ugh. Derp Schnitzel Snizzle. Schnitzelzel.
Hey, Dirt.
Derp Schnitzel is a vape DIY. The Schwartz.
May the Schwartz be with you.
I got a little something in my Schwartz. Yeah. So, we're going to talk a little bit about some news.
Oh, great. Here we go with the news.
And
It's always fun.
I'm sure I'll go off the rails and probably talk about something else like gun control or something.
Probably.
Because that's what I do.
That's what he's good at.
Yeah. Now, if you recall, the last couple weeks we've been talking about popcorn lung and all the stuff coming out about all that stuff. All the
Does
stuff.
that have butter on it?
Yep, got butter popcorn.
Is
In
that
fact,
liquid butter?
it's liquid butter. Actually,
liquid?
it's powdered butter.
No, what?
And
pretty
I
sure
took a
that's-
picture, actually, of some of what I'm talking about. It's called powdered butter.
No, it's liquid butter.
Right here.
Liquid butter.
That's what it is right there.
Yeah, but the
It's powdered butter.
well, yeah, but the movie theaters they use liquid butter.
Powdered butter.
But I see the liquid.
powdered.
I see them put the liquid on.
Well, that's after.
That's the liquid.
That's after it's done. That's what
Yeah, but the liquid butter is what they use.
this is what
See?
they use in the popping machine.
Oh no! They
this
use liquid.
right
It's
here.
called liquid butter.
And this.
Butter is all liquid. It's
Well,
a liquid
and
form.
how do you explain?
It's a liquid form of butter.
How do you explain, Doctor
That's what it is.
Dustin? There. How do you explain the dicetyl?
Well, it's a liquid diacetyl.
No.
And it's a liquid butter, is what it is, folks. It's a liquid form of butter,
It's not.
folks. That's what it is.
I'm not gonna read that one.
It's
That's the
a
same
liquid
thing that's in
butter.
this one.
It's a butter that's a liquid. It's a liquefied butter in my hand.
Okay. I don't really have to stack these because they're all stapled together.
Oh,
So doing that was just for show.
that was all show.
It was all theatrics.
That was all showmanship.
This is all just a big scam.
So this is all.
It's
like
all
one
just a big shoe.
fiddly poo.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Okay, so how many 9/11 truthers do we have out there?
Oh, here we go.
How many people think that the towers were not struck down by airplanes?
What does this have to do with anything?
I'm just mad about it. So anyway, yeah, call gun laws a bunch of, yeah, California gun laws are some of the worst in the world.
And
Next to
it's such
Chicago.
a safe place too.
Yeah, well, apparently there's never any crime there because they got those gun laws in place.
Same as Chicago, yeah.
Got to tell you, Indiana has very few, and Gary is a little bit of a problem, but they've got other than that, yeah. So here's this report here, if you can read that.
We got it on the thing. We got part of it on there. What page are you on?
On the,
are you on the?
You got it on the screen?
Yeah. Are you on this part or are you on that part?
I'm on that part, which is
You on that part or are you on that part?
let's put that. I think that's the part. Yeah, let's put that part there.
So that's what we're putting up there,
That's what we're putting up there.
right there.
Okay, so this article, I don't know if you guys are seeing the same thing I'm reading or not, but it's
It says basically the same thing.
yeah. So so here we go. So this is a shocking cancer claims could put you off using e-cigs. This is by Mark Waghorn
Hi, Mark.
from the Daily Caller. And actually, I think it's actually came through. Let's see who else is in this. Something about news technology. I don't know who all was part of this. There was another company that was part of this article. Getty, so it was. Yeah. Okay, so e-cigarettes can cause cancer even when they are nicotine-free. Scientists have claimed. Now, scientists. Here we go with this scientists thing again. This always kind of aggravates me when they start saying scientists, because frankly, this is kind of like the globe. This is like climate change. This is like global warming, stuff like that. They say, Well, the consensus is that all these scientists have determined that this is information. Well, these scientists are not meteorologists. They're not weather people. For those of you who don't know, for those of you in South Part of Elkhart, that means weather people.
Is that right?
Yeah. The scientists. I mean, you can get a group of what are they scientists in? Are they microbiologists? I mean, as an airline pilot, I used to be an airline pilot. You know how to tell if an airline pilot's at a party? You know how to tell if an airline pilot's at a party?
The alcohol's all gone?
No, just stick around. He'll tell you. He'll let you know.
Oh.
Yeah. It's true. So, I had to go, like, when I was learning how to fly, and then I got my commercial license, and then I got my instructor license, and then I got my multi-engine instructor license, and I got my instrument rating. I think that's not necessarily in that order. And then I got my airline transport pilot certificate. Every time you have to learn about the weather, you have to know about the weather, you have to be able to read weather reports. You're up there flying around in this stuff. You better know what you're doing about weather. Most airline pilots have about as good, most corporate pilots and professional pilots, not necessarily airline pilots, but corporate pilots, especially instructors, have such a good understanding of the weather that they're probably more qualified in some ways than some meteorologists, because the training is pretty intense. It's you have to learn a lot about the weather because you're flying around. It's your environment that you got to know your environment to fly around in it. Well, when they start saying things like scientists, I started asking questions like, what kind of scientist? And I fart Indiana. What was that? Oh, Effort, Indiana. Elfert?
E-fart?
E-fart?
E-fart, Indiana?
Elfart? Elfarts? There's elf farting in Indiana?
Elfart.
Yeah, elfart.
Huh.
Yeah, this is elfart. Yeah. That's what we called it when I was growing up in Chicago. Well, it's a pretty good name for it. Yeah. You see, Elkhart is the armpit of Indiana.
That's true. Yeah.
Gary is the scrotum of Indiana.
I like scrotum.
And that would be your favorite town then. And then Chicago is kind of like the dangling stuff that hangs off your scrotum. Can I say that? Can I say that? What hangs off of your scrotum?
That's true.
I don't have a scrotum. I had mine removed. I don't have one anymore. So Chicago is the rectum of the U.S., he says. I think that would be Detroit. I think you get that confused, unless we have two rectums, which is entirely possible.
Or San Fran.
Yes, could be, yes.
Could be San Fran as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. So anyway, what were we talking about? Vaping? I think so. So this whole thing gets back to this whole thing of when they use the word scientists, I always start asking questions start popping up in my head. So the research suggests that there might be a little difference health-wise between using electronic pens, electronic cigarettes, and smoking regular cigarettes. Little difference.
Huh.
There might be very little difference there between the two.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's what they're claiming. Yeah. Lab experiments. What kind of lab? I used to work in a lab once when I was younger. I tested rubber products. That was a lab. You want to call that a lab? I had a dog once. It was a lab. It's part lab.
Oh.
Yeah. So lab experiments, which could just be dog experiments, for all we know.
Or a dog running the experiment.
Dog running, yeah. Yeah, dog running the experiment. Yeah. On the battery-operated devices found that they lead to the same kind of cell damage that triggers the disease. Okay, so they lead to the same kind of cell damage that triggers the disease. But not one case yet has been determined of cancer that has been caused by electronic cigarettes. But the same thing happens that triggers the disease. Now, you have to ask yourself, how often does it? I mean, there's a lot of questions here. In a study like this, they don't give you any specifics, and it really causes. It smells a lot like propaganda to me when I read something like this.
They know what outcome they want.
They get we want this outcome, so let's make this report and make it look like it's supposed to. And after all, we're a credible organization coming from some place in California.
We'll use as much vapor as needed to make this outcome work.
Yes. You tested, or you were the test? I didn't know there was going to be a test. I didn't study.
There's a test?
Apparently, there's going to be a test.
I'm sick. I need to go home.
I had a lab.
Doing well.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of lab Milo Walker had. Milo Walker. I I don't know.
Milo Walker.
Milo
Walk a
Walker.
mile every day.
His
up here
cousin,
sunny.
Texas Walker.
I
Ranger Texas
drive to
Walker.
school a mile every
Texas
day up
Ranger
hill.
Walker. Walker Rexertinger.
What?
Oh, he served a prison term for his lab. Oops. Well, you know what your problem was there? Getting caught.
Need to hide it better next time.
That'll learn you. So anyway,
Get a motorhome or something.
should have had it in Elkhart, Indiana. They would never found it. Let's see. Lab experiments on the battery-operated devices found that they lead to the same kind of cell damage that triggers the disease. Okay, so here we go. We're getting to the meat of this thing now. The meat. The finding adds to growing evidence electronic cigarettes may cause serious health problems because the toxins they contain, things like PG and VG and food flavorings. They're all food products. Apparently, these food products are toxic.
That's why I'm feeling nauseous.
Yes, I'm feeling like baloney. So, in the study, scientists tested two popular brands and showed they harm cells in ways that could spark the development of a tumor, even with no nicotine. The additive ingredients, or the addictive ingredients in tobacco. Nicotine is the addictive ingredient in tobacco. If you didn't know that, children. So I know there's a lot of kids out there listening. There's a lot of 10-year-olds and 5-year-olds, because this whole show is targeted to
They're the ones that are vaping.
kids, because they're the only ones that vape. Because they all the flavors like gummy bear, adults don't like those. That's just only the kids. That's just for the kids.
That's the kids.
Yeah.
It's all kids. That's what it is.
Yep. Writing in the journal Oral Oncology, they said, our study strongly suggests electronic cigarettes are not as safe as their marketing makes them appear to the public. Almost everybody I know of, even that just talks about it, usually says supposedly they're safer. Nobody's trying to make that claim, even though we all kind of know that it's true.
Well, when
we
you
always
feel
say
that much better after quitting,
Yeah.
and the doctors say, "Oh, look how much better he is."
Oh, look, it
at
looked like-
these tests.
look at his
Their tests
lungs.
are so much better.
Yeah.
So it's kind of makes you think that
harm reduction. Yeah, that's the key word. That would be two words. The key words would be harm
Cheers.
reduction. That's two words. Not harm reduction isn't one word.
I'm drinking straight.
Are you from Elkhart?
This is straight vodka in here.
Yeah. This is curved vodka. It's not straight. It's curved.
Well,
Curved.
that won't help you at all. Curved vodka is no good. It won't get you anywhere.
It curves my face. So, air is a contributor to cancer too. Stop breathing and no worries about cancer anymore. Well, that's true. You won't get cancer if you stop breathing.
Bingo.
So, these tests are really hokey, and I really have a lot of questions about them. Although some countries have banned e-cigs, their use and sale in the UK, like the US, are legal. Oh, because we're an evil country. This is an evil country that should be wrapping us up in bubble wrap and keeping us putting little filters on our mouth so we can breathe the perfectly clean, pure, perfectly air. Ugh. And then, we got, but the U.S. Food and Drug Administration does not regulate e-cigs and has warned of possible health risks. Although evidence is limited, as they have just been readily available for less than 10 years, or actually it says a decade, Professor Jessica Wang Rodriguez, sounds British, Rodriguez, of the, maybe she's from Scotland, of the University of California, San Diego, said, there haven't been many good lab studies on the effects of these products on actual human cells. So, the head and neck cancer specialist. Now, this is about the most meat we can pull out of this thing. The head and neck cancer specialists and colleagues at the Veterans Affairs San Diego healthcare system created an extract from the vapor of the products and used it to treat human cells in petri dishes. Let that soak in there just for a minute about all that. And they've got a thing here you can click on to go to more of this. But anyway. There's no specifics on exactly what these tests were, what the controls were. All they're basically doing is putting human cells in a petri dish by themselves with nothing, and they're having others that they're treating. Now, they're not treating it with caffeine. They're not treating it with anything else. They could be treating it with like water or something else that's inert or whatever. Anything else that they know, how that affects the human cell, so that they have a control. That's part of the control, is having stages in the control to know the volume of the damage that's being done to these cells. And what they do, find one cell in a million that had damage, or were all of them damaged? We don't know, because they didn't give that information. All they say is, oh, we found some dead cells. And that's the trigger for cancer.
That's because they wanted the outcome.
Because they wanted the outcome. They finally found that dead cell, and they say, oh, we got a dead cell. E-cigs are deadly.
Yeah, they did the same thing they do the same thing with all kinds of foods. They'll say 1 minute they're deadly and they'll cause cancer, and the next minute, oh, they're good for you.
Yeah. Coffee's the same way. It seems like every other year, coffee causes cancer, coffee cures cancer, coffee causes cancer, coffee cures cancer, coffee causes cancer. Coffee is good for your eyeballs. Coffee is hot when you spill it in your lap.
Coffee makes you pee. Coffee doesn't make you pee.
Coffee makes you poop. Coffee doesn't make you poop.
Coffee makes your teeth brown. Coffee doesn't make your teeth brown.
Russ Blakeman here makes a good comment. Who was it that had us all staying away from eggs and butter for years? Then all of a sudden, turned out that that stuff was okay. He said the same with coffee and that kind of thing. So yeah, hi Amanda CJ12.
Hello Amanda.
She says hi.
Hi Amanda.
Hi there. You are number 13 in the room. Thank you very much.
Hi Amanda.
Caller number 20 will get a free prize. Well, somebody will get a free prize when caller 20 comes in.
We don't need to call.
We don't have anybody calling.
You don't have to call.
You can call BR549 and talk to us here live on the show.
So 1-9.
That's something we want to do eventually. We want to have a live call-in type thing where people can call in and talk to us. I think that would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be fun?
That'd be interesting.
It'd be fun, wouldn't it?
That'd be interesting.
I think it'd be fun.
That would be.
We can put up some kind of a phone number.
That'd be fun.
And maybe we can just put up somebody else's phone number. You can just call those people.
That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, that'd be fun.
We could put like a hidden camera in somebody's house, and then just give them random numbers, and then so you call that person. They're like, "Why are you calling me?" It'd be kind of fun.
Yeah,
let's try that.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. So a whole bunch of hearts floating around Milo. Everybody loves Milo. Apparently, Milo's a real popular guy. Nobody gave me any hearts when I came in the room.
Where's my heart?
I have no heart. I just want a heart. I wanted to go see the wizard so I can have a heart. So where was I? So okay. So these cancer cells in petri dishes. These were more likely to suffer DNA damage and die. I think it's the way they want you to read that is these were more likely to suffer DNA damage and die, and compared with untreated cells. So they were more likely to suffer DNA damage and die compared with untreated cells. How much more likely? Did they have any kind of count on the cells and the numbers and all that kind of thing?
Of course not.
No. I mean, if 51 of them died because they were treated and 50 of them didn't died because they weren't treated, well, more of them died than that. I mean, we don't know. How many times did they do the test? How many times did they run the control? I hate this kind of stuff because it's really just, like he said, they wanted to get their outcome, so they figured it all out, and they did it the way they did. Well, just a whole lot of love in the room right now.
I'm feeling
Look at all that. Those little hearts just floating around and thumping. All the little hearts are thumping. They're like, all these little hearts are like thumping. It's like this. It's like hearts are going.
Oh, look at that. His heart's thumping.
Yep. So anyway, we're back to, so when one or both break apart and the cellular repair process does not work properly, the stage is set for cancer. It's like you're setting the stage for cancer. The affected cells were also more likely to launch into programmed cell death or cell injury. I don't know what that means at all. Known as apoptosis, I think is the way you pronounce that, or necrosis, respectively. So those are the two things. Got that. Got to get this flipped over here. In the main part of the study, the researchers used normal epithelial cells. Epithelia. cells, which line organs, glands, and cavities throughout the body. I have a lot of organs and cavities and glands throughout my body. Thank you very much. Next week we'll be doing a tour of my body and showing you all the organs, glands, and cavities.
I think we have a picture of one now.
We have a picture of a couple of those.
Let's show those later.
Oh, yeah. And found that including the mouth and lungs, and found that while nicotine caused worse damage, vapor that was free of the chemical was enough to alter them. So even the chemicals from this extract that they made from the vapor, somehow, they're not explaining any of that, and what kind of power settings they had on the machine and all the stuff that they used and what kind of flavors they had or what kind of, it doesn't say anything about that, but it does say that some of the chemical was used too often. So Professor Wang Rodriguez said there have been many studies showing nicotine can damage cells. So can caffeine. So can carbon dioxide, which you breathe out all the time.
So can Kathy.
You breathe in oxygen and nitrogen, and you breathe out carbon dioxide and nitrogen, for the most part. Yeah. So, but we found other variables can do damage as well. They didn't say what those other variables were. It is not that the nicotine is completely innocent in the mix, but it looks like the amount of nicotine the cells are exposed to by e-cigarettes is not sufficient by itself to cause these changes. That's a very perplexing statement she just made there, which gives you the impression that they really don't know what they're talking about in this study. Smokers warned, let's see, there must be other components in e-cigarettes that are doing this damage, so we may be identifying other carcinogenic components that are previously undescribed. And here again, if you know what's going into the juice to begin with, why don't you just test it there? They're basically trying to come up with this conclusion or draw to some kind of a conclusion that by going, by the juice being used in a particular coil or however it's being used to heat it up, like they're going to talk about formaldehyde here in a minute. There's no formaldehyde in this stuff, so where they're getting it is when you overheat any kind of metal, you get all kinds of other things going on. So if they're overheating the metal to get get enough vapor to do what they're doing and all this stuff, sure, they're going to have other issues because metal will dissipate other chemicals because they don't say what the percentages of that kind of thing are. Usually it's 200 to 2,000 times more in a regular cigarette than it is in an e-cigarette, but they don't tell you that. So her researchers are now trying to sort out those other substances and their specific effects. Scientists already know of some troubling chemicals in the products. One is formaldehyde, is a known carcinogen. Talked about that. Which has also been debunked about the that formaldehyde being in e-cigs. Using the products at low voltage settings may minimize the production of formaldehyde, research suggests. And then there's this. Another possible culprit is diacetyl, which we talked about a little bit, about the popcorn lung thing and those kinds of issues. A flavoring that has been linked to lung disease. And the lung disease that they're talking about has been linked to is diacetyl. Of course, there is, this is one of those examples of there are 200 times more just 200 times more diacetyl in a regular cigarette than there is in an electronic cigarette, and there has never been a smoker who has been diagnosed with popcorn lung or this lung disease that was found to be linked to their smoking. So,
Makes you go.
A Harvard study found that in more than 3/4 of flavored e-cigarettes and refill liquids or e-juice, they found diacetyl. But they don't tell you what the percentages were, or how many parts per million, basically. There are nearly 500 brands of e-cigarettes on the market in more than 7,000 flavors. So scientists have their work cut out for them identifying all the potential problems. Professor Wang Rodriguez said, "For now, we were able to at least identify that e-cigarettes on the whole have something to do with increased cell death. We hope to identify the individual components that are contributing to the effect. While accepting lab cells are not completely comparable to the..." Okay, they're giving in, basically, they're giving you that lab cells are not completely comparable to those within a living person, and the dose did not mimic what an e-cigarette user would get. This is quite the disclaimer they're putting in here.
Yeah.
She said the overarching question is whether e-cigs are really any safer than the conventional cigarettes they are designed to replace. What do you think? Really? This just blows my mind. While accepting that lab cells are not completely comparable to those within a living person, and the doses do not mimic those of an e-cig user would get. In other words, they overdosed the thing and they overdid it, and it had a cell die. So I mean, it's kind of a ridiculous thing where they're going with this. But so added Professor Wang Rodriguez, based on the evidence to date, I believe they are no better than smoking regular cigarettes. Really? How many of you wake up hacking and coughing? I mean, I know people who were pack or two a day smokers would wake up in their first half hour of the morning. They were hacking up and coughing and choking and couldn't taste anything.
Yeah, that's a stupid
all kinds of stuff.
comment.
And now they're vaping and food tastes better, and they're waking up with their sinuses clear, and this is stupid. It's just stupid.
To say, that they've got the tests showing lungs clearing up.
They could take MRIs of people's lungs, and they're like,
Hey, Tater Vape, Happy New Year.
Tater Vape, Happy New Year. Tater Vape's in the house. Why bore you with the details since they contradict what you're saying? That's right. That's right. Don't confuse me with the facts. Yes. Pour saccharin down the throat of a mouse and gets cancer. So yeah, or they choke to death on the saccharin. That can happen too. Further on, instead of burning tobacco, e-cigs generally contain cartridges filled with nicotine and other chemicals. Man-made chemicals that will kill you. Oh, I saw this report the other day.
Violet green is people.
It's people. I guess the president just signed some kind of thing now for the FDA. Is it the FDA? I think it's the FDA. If you guys know anything about microbeads are like this. They're like little tiny little particles, and I think that they're actually made out of silica, which means they're made out of really small sand particles. But they're colored. Even if they are made out of a man-made product, man usually makes products out of things that he finds in the earth. Usually we make things that we don't usually go off to another planet somewhere or make things out of thin air.
Well, I do.
Except for him. So he makes up stories all the time out of thin air. But so these particles are getting into the environment. They're finding them in sand and they're finding them in the ocean. These minute little microparticles that they put in skin cleansers for people to. It's like this little. It's like a little.
Like
abrasive. It's kind of like a scrub stuff, It's like a polish type stuff, and you put that on. You use it, and it cleans out your little orifices in your face.
I need my orifice cleaned.
Cleans all the orifices.
My orifice needs cleaning.
And this stuff is getting in, and of course the sanitation services can't strain that stuff out. Well, so this is where this gets goofy. So they can't get that stuff out of the stuff. So it's getting in the stuff. Okay, so it's getting in the environment. So what?
Yeah, so what?
I mean, if it's inert, it doesn't matter. You could literally drink the stuff and you're just going to poop it out, aren't you? I mean, so animals are. It's not. They haven't got any determination that anything's died because of this stuff being in the environment. It's inert. So is sand. I mean, if you eat a bunch of sand, it'll kill you. So I don't know. It's kind of crazy. What gets me is it's the chemicals that are. It's not the little micro bubbles, micro things that are bothering me. It's the other chemicals that the micro bubbles are in. That's what bothers me. That's the stuff that gets toxic. You can't eat that stuff and survive. That makes you sick. You can eat the micro bubbles by themselves and it won't make you sick. But they're all concerned about that. So the FDA now has come out and said you can't put that in cleansers anymore. And of course, now people are pushing for toothpaste. You can't put them in toothpaste either. Can't have them in toothpaste. Because, everybody's going to die, because you got stuff in them. Going to kill the birds.
Well, they got to protect us.
Got to protect us all.
Protect us all.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's just weird though, because there's stuff that's these micro bubbles, these microparticles aren't they're not choking anything, they're not doing anything, they're not plugging anything up. I don't know. Anyway, I got one more paragraph to read here, and it might take me another hour the way I do things. So, it is estimated there are currently 2.6 million adults in Great Britain using electronic cigarettes, while regular users in the U.S. number roughly 12.5 million. Well, gee, maybe that's because we have. Did you know that there's only like 40 or 50 million people in where did they say? Great Britain. We have like, if you take almost all of Europe, we still have like 100 million more people in this country than we do in all of Europe. So when you look at numbers like that, they don't give you per capita numbers. They don't give you that kind of thing. They give you numbers like that and make it sound like, oh, there's so many more people here doing it than there are over there. It's because there's so many more people here, period. Duh.
It makes sense.
Duh.
It makes sense.
Yeah, the numbers don't lie, and that's where we got to get, you have to really kind of use your head nowadays with this stupid stuff in the media and kind of, do the fact checking. Fact checking. Be a little bit more objective, not so subjective.
Well,
and it happens on both sides of the fence. There are people who will defend e-cigs, to the point where they're like off in the la la land, and there's, I don't know.
La la la.
But the reality, we want to know what the reality is, and I think everybody does. I think most of the people that I talk to in the industry want to know what the reality of the situation is. This is something new I just tried, and I think I kind of like this.
Huh.
I feel like I'm being ventilated in my head.
Yes, maybe.
So
maybe,
yeah, so there you go. And next week we're gonna have Dustin's live colonoscopy.
Well, that'll be fun.
Thank you very much.
That'll be fun. Yeah.
Yes.
Can't wait.
We're going to have a special, I think, actually, Head in the Cloud is going to come in and actually perform that colonoscopy, and with a rubber glove.
Is that going to be on Tuesday or Friday? Because I'm kind of busy next week.
Well, we're not going to let you know when that's going to happen. It's just going to happen. It's just going to be a surprise colonoscopy.
Well.
And everybody's going to love it. Yeah. So
can't wait.
Oh, nobody can. Nobody can wait for that. You can't wait. Nobody waits for that. So, let's see. We got 322 million. Yeah, 322 million in the U.S. and only 64 million in the U.K. Thank you for those numbers. That's really good to know. So there's like 5 times more people here than there are over there. Maybe that's why there's like 5 times more people vaping here than there are over there.
Could be.
Anyway, so
that could very well be why.
Yeah, and I know numbers of adults vary too. I know that I think there are actually more children in the U.S. There's more children in one or the other. I think there's more children in the U.S. than there are in the U.K. I can't remember what that is. Like kids under 18. There's actually a higher number, I think, in the U.S. than there are in the U.K. But and of course, we don't know how many people are here that are undocumented.
Oh, they vape.
They could be vaping too, and we wouldn't know because they're undocumented vapors.
They could vape.
I think people who vape should be documented.
They can vape.
They should have a background check.
They could be vaping
before they start vaping.
They might be vaping.
Because anybody can just sell a vaping device and not be background checked or
maybe they're vaping.
Something. It could be vaping.
Maybe they're vaping.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my little political rant.
You never know.
Thank you very much for listening to my rant.
We're talk.
So, back to the vaping.
Let's talk.
Back to vaping, and this is into the news.
It's a harmonica song to vape to. Ta-da!
There you go. And I'm out.
And that's the show.
And that's the show. We never made it to 20.
No.
We were close. We had 18 there for a second.
20. I think I guess I'll show the display on this here quick. This is I'll have to. He took up a lot of time with this news story.
It just seemed like it just went like that. Just like that.
I'll go over the display a little bit on this here. This Tribus Alpha from Royal Tech. But I think on Tuesday's show at 4 o'clock, I think we'll do more of a detailed look on it. We'll start at the beginning of the show, possibly, and that way we have time to get it in. But if you want to switch it over to this other camera here,
I can do that.
I'll kind of show you guys I've got it on temperature control right now, and I've been. Get us out of there.
Huh?
Get us out.
No, we want to be in there.
Out of there.
I think we need to be in there.
No.
Why don't we just stay in there?
Get out of there.
Okay.
So this is the box that it came in. Travis Alpha from Royal Tech. There. Whoa! That's one thing I do.
And now it's broken.
It does not have a flat bottom on it, which is a problem when dripping.
Yeah, that's surprising. It won't stand up on its own then, will it?
Well, it will, but it's very
Not very.
hard. It's
kinda tedious.
It doesn't
Yeah.
stay very good at all.
You need to have a holder for it.
A holder would be good. Yes,
We'll make them.
a holder would be good.
We'll make them some holders.
So this is what she looks like right here. The batteries. This just comes off like that. It's not magnetic. It's got these little pins here, spring-loaded pins. Takes 118/650 in there, and it's got it's really well made. I've been pretty surprised at how well made this is. The buttons are really nice and responsive. I haven't had any not fires with the button. It locks. It's 3-click. Yeah. Or no, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you lock it, if you keep pushing the button after it's locked, then it goes through your menu system. See if I can. And then once it's in your menu system, it says a direction. Oh, there, now it's. There we go. So then you keep pushing the fire button, it goes through all this different stuff you can do. It's got temperature, it's at Fahrenheit, coil is nickel, direction, that's the direction of the screen. The system, you can either shut it off by pushing the up button, it shuts it off, it says goodbye. And then you can turn it back on here. It's 5 clicks is what does it. And that turns it back on. I'll go back into this. So, yeah, so the other one goes back out. If you go to system and go down, it just takes you back to the regular screen there. Takes you out of the menu. So we'll go back in here. There we go. So I'm going to change it. See, I'll go to temperature, I'll go up. It goes to power. Or you can go to bypass, which bypasses the chip in it, so it's just firing off the battery, which is kind of interesting that it does that. So I'll go to power mode, and then you push the fire button. So now it's in power mode. So I'll go to system, push down to get out of the menu. Now it's at 36 watts. There. So to go back into temperature, click it 3 times. Click it 3 times and then click it again, and then it goes into the menu here. So I'll go to power, push up, bypass, temperature, click the fire button. Then it goes to, you can either choose Celsius or Fahrenheit. We'll go Fahrenheit. Then it asks you nickel or titanium. We'll do nickel. That flips your screen upside down there. I want it that way. In the system, we'll go back out of the menu. Oop, I shut it off. There we go. And there it's back in Fahrenheit temperature mode. And I've been pretty happy with the temperature mode. It seems to be working well. I haven't burned my cotton with it. I've got it at it's a 0.8 ohm coil on there. 0.08 ohm coil, sorry. And I've been using it at 400 degrees. And I've got a Royal Hunter dripper on there. And That's what the cotton looks like there. If I can... So yeah, that's the cotton. You can hear it cutting out and regulating the temperature.
You can also hear me cutting out and regulating my temperature.
Oh, you didn't. No, come on. I'm using eVapor Hut's Momo Adamo in there. So that's the screen for this this here device, this Tribus Alpha from Royaltech that I've been using. And their website, if you want to check this thing out, is what is it? It is royalsz.com. If you want to check these here devices out, they've got all the specs on them here. High-end UV coating surface, temp control from 200 to 600 degrees with huge vapor. Powered by replaceable 18650 battery, standard micro USB charging port. It does have pass-through ability, which is nice. Solid structure is true. It does have solid structure. It comes in pearl black, pearl white, or gold. It's 60 watt, 510. The main resistance fires down to 0.1 with Canthal. Yeah, so if you want to check those out, you can go over there and look at them. And
If you don't, go anyway.
I'll go anyway. What the heck? So that's the Tribus Alpha. I'll go over it again Tuesday, and maybe we'll build a nickel coil.
We're going to run over it on Tuesday.
Build a nickel coil for it and start from scratch, possibly on that.
I got a scratch. I got an itch and a scratch. Itch, scratch. Itchy,
Yeah.
itchy, scratchy, scratchy.
You got something. Oh. Oh no. Oh.
Did we mention
The polar bear.
did we mention these? Did we mention these?
Polar bear.
Yeah, absolutely nothing has happened with these so far. Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Has happened.
Well, I did do a couple things, but it's out in the shop, and I can't really show you that because it's not here. But we have these. So for those of you who want to know what this is all about, what we're going to do with these, what the plan is with these, please call us and ask us,
Ask us.
and we'll tell you.
Ask us. Come on.
We'll make up some kind of story,
Yeah, we'll make something.
and you'll get it's like a big long 10-minute. If you call me, you'll get like a 20-minute long story that won't mean anything because you know how I am with stories. So you'll get all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, free of charge. It's free, by the way.
Free.
You get a big long story free of charge. Because I just talk and talk and talk
free.
and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and I just keep talking, and I don't shut up.
Well, that's true. That's true, folks.
It's true.
Very true.
So.
Very, very true.
We bought them. We bought these. Yeah, we bought these blanks. I'm gonna make some drip tips out of them. Probably, maybe. I don't know. Maybe some kind of holders. Maybe we'll make little buttons, like shirt buttons.
I'd
Maybe
like some buttons.
I'd like to make a straw for my tea,
Oh,
or a stir stick.
yeah.
Something like that. I don't know.
Sure. Why not?
But, yeah, I haven't started making blanks yet. That's another thing we might possibly do is make some blanks out of some recycled plastics. He doesn't know anything about that, but I'm looking into that.
Huh.
Yeah. So yeah,
didn't know that.
and then wood. We also have a lot of different kinds of wood, like bamboo and acacia, and we actually have some Brazilian rosewood. Ooh, yeah, and stuff like that. So we might play around with some of that kind of stuff.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, if you guys got any ideas for stuff that you might want, let us know, and we will make it, and then we will sell it for extremely high prices,
Extremely
like
exorbitant prices.
obscene
It's
profits.
disgusting.
Yes, disgusting profits. Yes, that's what we do. That's what we're all about here. Disgusting, obscene
disgusting.
profits.
I'm disgusted.
Yes, that's the capitalist way of doing it.
Yeah.
That's what we are. We're capitalists.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah,
It's
that's the way it
disgusting.
works. That's the way it works. So
So yeah, this is the Vaping Nation. today's juice was brought to you by eVapor Hut. And if you want to go over there and check out their juice, it's evaporhut.com. You can use promo code VapingNation. You get 20% off your order. And any order over $14.99 has free shipping. So if you want to try their juice out, go over there. They have good juice. I enjoy it. And the winner of today's juice, be sure to email us, TheVapingNation, at gmail.com with your info, your shipping info, your NIC level, your picture your birth date thing, whatever.
Credit card information.
I'll send you the flavors you can choose from, and then we'll get that ball
Bank account information.
Get it all rolling down the hill.
Social security number. Send us a house key.
And if you want to follow us,
Let us know when you'll be gone.
So you know what's going on, what's going on when. We're going to be giving some devices away too here coming up in the next month or so.
Yeah, supposedly we got some devices coming from the center of the Earth, apparently. It's boring its way out right now.
Yes, center of the Earth.
It'll be here any minute.
Any minute.
It'll come popping up out of the Earth. And we'll be picking up those things and doing some reviews and giveaways.
So if you want to follow us on Facebook and hear about that stuff, go to facebook.com/TheVapingNation, and you can follow us on there. And you can also go to our YouTube channel to see our old videos and whatnot. We got a lot of videos on there. You can go to youtube.com/TheVapingNation. And you might as well follow eVapor Hut's Facebook page while you're on Facebook. Facebook.com/eVapor
eVapor Hut.
Find out all their sales that they have going on, all their good stuff. So that's it. I think that's all. I think that's all she wrote. This is New Year's Day here at the Vaping Nation. Nowhere else. I think it's just here. And I don't like it. Don't like it one bit.
Did that just... that just went up there directly, didn't it?
What?
That's weird.
I think it did. I think
It's supposed to go to the...
just went right up there.
over the other side there.
Well, it didn't. It went right on up there to the live section.
Huh.
It's live. It's alive.
So if I do this, then it'll go over there. Now the question is, when I come back, will the music start playing?
I don't doubt it.
It might not.
I doubt it.
Probably won't. We're going to find out. It's going to get echoey here for a second.
Doubt it.
So we're all done?
Yep.
Ready to hit the
think that's it.
road? We're going to take this show on the road.
I think that's it, folks.
Get this show on the road.
We'll be back on Tuesday.
Maybe.
Tuesday's News Day.
Maybe.
And maybe a little more in-depth look at this here. I'm going to put this through its paces a little longer until Tuesday. And that'll be it then for this.
That was a scratch. It wasn't a pick. It was a scratch. Let's give it a try and see if it works.
Keep your biscuits buttered briskly. Keep the cows checked out there in the field.
Get the old harmonica out.
Keep on vaping on, folks.
Here we go.
That's all she wrote.
Here we go.
See you guys later.
Bye. See if this works. Didn't work.
Maybe.
It's on now.
Bye-bye.